Got a simple task for you today. We're going to change the mower deck belt on an Exmark Laser Z, and this is going to apply to most Exmark mowers. Not a hard thing to do, but there are a few little tips and tricks that I want to show you. Let's do it. First thing you want to do, put your brake on and lower your deck. Pull your pin out and just let it go as low as it can go. Next, we'll pull the belt covers off, and all you do is pull this way, lift them out. And we'll remove the foot plate. Now you can see this belt broke. Here's the end. And I have no idea how old it was. You can see it's pretty messed up right here. There. So it's easy to pull this belt off. That's not good. She's in rough shape. Now before I proceed, I have a little grass in there, but I'm going to blow that out. And I blow my mower deck off after every mowing and the engine. Keep everything running cool. Now, a mistake a lot of people make if they've got a broken belt is they don't check out the cause for that belt breaking. And it's very important that you do that, otherwise you're going to run it for an hour and it's going to bust all over again and you threw some money away. So what you want to do is check all your pulleys, your pivot pulley here, your idler pulley, another idler pulley over here. It's a little loose, but not too bad. And then your spindle pulleys. That's what your blades are hooked to. That one's a little loose, but not terrible. This one's a little better. And this one's rock solid. If you have one in real bad shape, you want to replace the spindle. Otherwise, you're just going to bust the belt. I don't really like the movement on this one, and I'm going to replace that in the near future, but it's not bad enough to destroy a belt. Now there is one more pulley that involves the belt, and that's your PTO, which is underneath here, and that's it right there. And the belt goes on the bottom of that, and the drive belt is on the top on that pulley, and that goes to your hydros to drive the back wheels. Now we're ready to install the new belt, and for a layout on how that belt goes on the deck, you can look at your deck if it hasn't rubbed out, and it gives you a diagram of how the belt goes around each pulley, and also the part number for the belt you need for the different size decks. Now these belts have a flat side, and they also have a V-grooved side. We're going to take our new belt, feed it under the pivot pulley arm, just like that, and we'll feed that belt back to the PTO pulley and go above that bar. And we're going to take it back to the pulley, but not all the way. Now we're going to set everything up to that last pulley on the right. That's where we finish, over there, that pulley on the right. So, the flat side of the belt goes against your idler pulleys, and the grooved side, or the V side, goes against your spindle pulleys. And your spindle pulleys are the ones that the blades are hooked to. And you just follow the diagram. So we're on the flat side against this, then we're going against the spindle pulley here, V side goes in there, then we're coming down around this other spindle pulley, and the V grooved side goes there, and it swings around this other idler pulley, and the flat side goes against that idler pulley, and we just leave it hanging there. This pivot pulley here is spring loaded. and that's what allows us to get this on and finish the job. We don't want this pulled through quite this much here. Leave a little room. Now with everything set up, I'm going to grab our belt back here, take up the slack, and run it around the PTO clutch pulley. So that's all set in place. Now on this pivot pulley, you can see right back here is a place where you can put a 1/2 inch ratchet and you can pull that and move that. If you don't like the way that I put the belt on, this is your other option here. Now with everything in place, I like to wear gloves because you will pinch yourself sometimes with this method. Grab this belt, pull, and while we're pulling, get it started on the pulley and turn the pulley and it'll lock it on. You want to pull the belt more than turn the pulley. There you go. Give it a turn or two just to make sure everything's in place. You want all the flat sides against your idler pulleys and all the groove sides against your spindle pulleys. So double check that. Make sure there's no twists in the belt. And now we can put our belt covers back on. You just set it on there. Bring that metal bar through. She's locked in. And we'll put the foot plate back on. Just drops in place. Our other belt cover. Reset the cut height. And that's how easy it is to change a belt on your mower deck. Now before we finish, there's one last critical step that I hope all of you are doing. Now there's 2 pivot pulleys on this mower, and they both have grease fittings. Your drive pivot pulley is right here, and I just cleaned off the grease fitting there. And there's your pivot pulley grease fitting for the deck belt. I grease those every 25 hours. And you don't want to put too much grease on or it'll get on the belt and then your belt will start slipping and you got problems. So just till it oozes out at the joint there. And the easiest way to hit the pivot pulley grease fitting for your deck belt, let your deck down and come right through here. And I can see it oozing out the top. She's full. And if you get any excess on there, you want to wipe that off because you don't want that dropping down on your belt. And now she's ready to go back to work. If this video was a help to you, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And I look forward to helping you with other projects online.